Hello. Welcome to stream. Hold on. Seems that my device is not working. Wow, let's provide some ASMR. Okay. Hold on one moment. I will be back momentarily. Right, get this nice content going. Nice. Okay. We'll work with this for now. As you can see, my GoPro is here. I don't know why it's not working. That's okay. We'll just make it work for now. And then we'll do something different later. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Hello, welcome to stream. I need to wash my rice and soak it during stream. So, I'm going to show you how I make rice before we read Othello. Deal. Okay. Let's do it. Let's turn the webcam off in the kitchen because it's not waterproof. Alright, I'm going to show you how it's done, okay? There's one thing I've learned in Korea, it's how to make rice. So, we're going to make rice first. And like any pro, I measure my rice in the most effective and efficient way possible. You're never going to guess how I measure it. I guarantee it. So, here we go. Yes, that's correct. I measure my rice in shots. Oh, thanks for the sub, Kermies. I appreciate it. So, I've got my rice here. I usually do 8 shots of rice. Well, no, usually I'll do 4 shots of rice because that's a serving for me. But I will make 8 because I want to make fried rice later this week. So we're going to measure out the shots. Heavy pour, obviously. I'm not one to cop out on a rice shot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Yes, this is the subbable content. I agree completely. Okay, so once you have your 8 shots of rice in your bowl, what you're gonna do is you're gonna wash it, because when you buy your rice, it comes coated in the tears of the children who picked it. So you put water on it, and you just mix it around. Rice ASMR. And it's gonna get a little cloudy. I don't know if you can see. You can't really see. It gets a little cloudy, the water. It's gross. Nice. Okay, so once it becomes cloudy, you pour it out. You don't want that. Don't cook your rice in that. It's disgusting. Those are tears. Those are dried tears. It's gonna make your rice salty. By the way, that's not true. It's just like extra crap that's on your rice. So you're going to do that a couple of times. You're going to rinse your rice a couple of times. Because you know what? You're a winner. Winners rinse their rice. Winners also get sticky rice by the end of it. And some people will say to me, they're like, XB, I don't want my rice to be mushy. And to that I say, you didn't listen to me. I didn't say mushy rice. I said sticky rice, because that's what everyone wants. I should keep this in frame, because otherwise it's going to look like I'm doing something very ominous with my arms. Especially since this is supposed to be a Shakespeare stream. It's still going to be extremely cloudy the second time you rinse it. Pour that crap out again. I think this is where the term rinse and repeat comes in to play. Because that would make sense. Don't you think? Rinse your rice, repeat again and again. Until death. I know, I feel like every time I make rice, the constant repetitive nature of rinsing my rice drives me into a little bit more madness every time I make it. It's a bit redundant. Okay? And I get it, and I understand it. And honestly, not my favorite either. But the payoff is high. I get 2 servings of rice after all of this effort. Okay, it's less cloudy now. Okay, so I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see it. Boop. It looks white. It's not. It's less. It's like somewhat clear. We're getting there. We're almost there. Try not to spill too much of your rice into the sink, as that would be a rookie mistake. And I'm not a rookie. Not ever have I ever spilled one. I've never spilled 1 grain of rice in the sink. As you hear the clicking and clanking of the rice going into the sink. Oh God. Okay, it's almost there. There we go. Okay. Alright, I think I can rinse it one more time and then it'll be ready. It'll be pretty solid. And then we can move on to the last step. Yeah, if you don't see it, it didn't happen. I agree completely. Okay. This is the last rinse of the cycle. Yeah, that's really good. It's looking super clear. You want it to go out, you want it to be like pretty much all the way clear by the time you're done rinsing it. You don't want it to just be, you don't want it to be super murky. It doesn't have to be all the way clear though. Like it's just, you want to make sure that you get most of the stuff off of the stuff. That's the goal. Separate the stuff from the stuff and you'll get good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. It's draining, it's draining, it's draining, it's draining. Okay, we're good. Okay, now's the good part. Here we go. Okay, so we have this drained rice. Amazing! But it's a little bit wet from all of the water that was on it. So now, we're gonna get out our shot glass again. But we gotta get out the good water. We don't just use any old water for this. That's right. You get out the Brita filter. And you're gonna put every shot. You're gonna put the same amount of shots of water in that you put in of rice. Okay? 1 shot of water. 2 shots of water. 3. Ooh, that was a heavy pour. 4. I'm not used to pouring at these heights. Okay, I'll get it so that you can see it. 5. 6. 7. 8. Wow. Okay. So now, all you have to do is let it sit. You just let this rice sit. You want to make sure though that you don't have any rice on the sides of the bowl, because otherwise it's not gonna soak. You want to make sure that that water really soaks. Okay, so I'm gonna let that soak. I'm not gonna come back to it at the end of stream because, to be honest, no. So how it works is essentially you want to let it rest in the water for at least a half hour. I usually do 30 minutes, but some people do it for like 4 hours, and I'm like, no. It comes out pretty much the same. Like, it doesn't make a difference. I say min 30 minutes. Then, what you're going to do, we're going to move to the other space. What you want to do, after 30 minutes is over, is you want to, there we go. You're going to want to put it on the stove, okay? And you're going to put it on the stove for about 12 minutes, okay? You are going to lid that puppy. You are not going to put any extra water in, okay? 12 minutes, it might be less, okay? If there are little black circles on the side of the pot that are made from like some of the water boiling really hot and it smells a little smoky, that means it's finished. So sometimes I'll do it for 8, sometimes I'll do it for 10 or 12. It just depends on how big the flame is. Okay, that is how you make sticky rice. Ta-da! Also, no, it's not going to come off the bottom of the pan. Sorry to break it to you. Unless you have like a stainless steel, whatever. Okay. We are reading Othello. This is the last week for Othello. I know it. I can feel it. Thanks, Kermies. Perfect lesson, 5 out of 7. I agree. I agree. It is perfect. It's perfect when it's a 5 out of 7. That's my highest score ever. It's close as I've ever been to perfect, and let me tell you, that is perfection if I ever heard it. Okay. So today we're starting Act 4. Man, Act 4 is looking short compared to the other acts we've read. Oh, no, I guess it's like 15 pages. Okay. Not bad, not bad. A little bit more than 15 pages. All right, let's see how many scenes we got here. Because then I can see if we can, okay. And then we got this. And what's happening here? Okay. So this is like, that's 8 pages. And what is this? 10 pages. Okay, yeah, we can do scene 1 today. And then we'll do scene 2 and 3 tomorrow. Because scene 2 and 3 together is about 10 pages, and then scene 1 is 8 pages. Okay, so let's talk about what happened last time. Woo! Okay, so we were in Act 3 last time. Okay, so what's new? Iago's being a piece of trash. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. Nothing is new on that front. Okay, so we've got Iago whispering things in Othello's ear, being like, hey bro, guess what? Othello, I hate to break this to you, but Desdemona might be cheating on you. And I'm like, oh, and Othello's just like, what? With who? He's like, Cassio. But you didn't hear it from, just kidding, they're probably not cheating together. And then he's just like, oh God. And now Othello's getting like wrapped up in this jealous narrative. Right, Iago is so considerate. Hold on, let me close my kitchen door. I forgot it leads to the hallway, so then other people can make noise in the street. Shout out to my hallway. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, Othello is feeling really, really jealous because Iago is planting these ideas in his head, and Desdemona's just, really what's happening between Desdemona and Cassio is Desdemona's just trying to help him out because Cassio made a stupid mistake, and Desdemona's like, I know, but you know what? I know he cares about you, and I know he likes you, so, you know, don't worry about it. I'll help you out, bro. Bro, people be hearing Shakespeare outside 4 days a week, pretty much. So, I feel like they're pretty used to it by now. So, it's alright. Okay. So yeah, Othello and Iago talk about that. Desdemona's really trying to help him. And then, so Desdemona goes up to Othello and is like, hey, are you ready to talk to Cassio yet? And he's just like, why do you want me to talk to Cassio so bad? And Desdemona's like, look, he's just trying to get his job back. Can we please just like help him out? Help a brother out. And he's just like, dude, I'm too busy, Desdemona. I don't want to do that. But Desdemona, I'm feeling a little bit hurt right now. Where's my where's my handkerchief that I gave you? She's just like, what? And he's like, where's that handkerchief that I gave you, Desdemona? She's like, I don't have it on me. But really, she lost it because guess what? Othello like threw it on the ground at one point and was like, I'm upset. So he's basically blaming her for something she didn't do. What's new? Gaslighting. Woo! Anyway, so then Iago's like, are you talking about the strawberry one? Because I think I know who I saw had it. I think it was Cassio. It was in my room. I saw that thing. And then Othello's just like, oh my God, I'm so upset. And then Iago, I think, gave the handkerchief to Cassio. Oh, no, Cassio found it in his room. And Cassio gave it to this other woman. What is her name? What's her name? Bianca. Cassio has a mistress / what's it called? A courtier. And he gave Bianca the handkerchief. So there we go. That's what happened. Great. So, now we're in Act 4, Scene 1. I know Bianca is not going to be a major role, but at the same time, I like Bianca's character. She seems dope. Pinky's always causing trouble. For real, though. Oh, she's a courtesan. She's not a courtier. I don't know why I said courtier. Courtesan. She's a courtesan. Okay. You know what I meant. Okay. Act 4, Scene 1. It's in the same location. What is the same location? Bro! Scene 4 was in the same location. Is it the Citadel? Is that where they are? Come on, editor. Be better. Who edited this? They did a hell of a job. The Citadel. Come on, Wordsworth classics. You can do better. Let's see, who edited this? Cedric Watts. Come on, Cedric. Do better. Okay, so they're in the Citadel, and Othello and Iago come in. And Iago says, well, you think so? Othello, think so, Iago? Iago, what? To kiss in private? Othello, an unauthorized kiss. Iago, or to be naked with her friend in bed an hour or more, not meaning any harm? Othello, naked in bed, Iago, and not mean harm? Is it hypocrisy against the devil that they that mean virtuously, and yet do so? The devil their virtue tempts, and they tempt heaven. Okay, so, I don't know if you remember this. Also, I didn't cover this. My bad. So, Othello said, I need hard evidence and proof that Desdemona and Cassio are together. Like, I need to see them together. I need something to prove this point. And Iago's like, oh, crap. I'm never going to be able to make this work. Because otherwise, Iago's going to get killed. And Othello, I think Othello and Iago are talking about, like, the requirements for this to happen. So Iago's like, can they just be kissing? He's like, yeah. What if they're naked in bed? Yeah, that's also fine. And Iago says, if they do nothing, 'tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief, Othello, what then? Iago, why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man. Othello, she is protectress of her honor too. May she give that? Iago, her honor is an essence that's not seen. They have it very oft that have it not. But for the handkerchief? Othello, by heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou sayest, if it comes over my memory, as doth the raven over the infected house, boding to all, he had my handkerchief. Iago, aye, what of that? Othello, that's not so good now. So, Othello's just like, this man has the handkerchief that I gave my wife. This is a problem. I'm not okay with this. I did not consent to this. And Iago says, what if I had said I had seen him do you wrong? Or heard him say his knaves be such abroad, who having by their own importunate suit, or voluntary dotage of some mistress, convinced and supplied them, cannot choose. but they must blab. Othello, hath he said anything? Iago, he hath, my lord, but, be you well assured, no more than he'll unswear. Okay, so, oh, thank you, Schwack, for the follow. Iago said to Othello, he said, basically, what was it? So before this, Iago was just like, look, if I would have given my handkerchief to a woman, you know, it's hers to do with as she pleases. I don't really care what she does. But, you know, I've heard Cassio say some things, whatever, like, is that okay? Should I tell you what he said? And Othello's like, what has he said? You know, but I don't know if he'll claim that he actually said it. And Othello says, what hath he said? Iago, faith that he did, I know not what he did. Othello, what? What? Iago, lie. Othello, with her? Iago, with her, on her, what you will. So Iago said that Cassio has claimed that he is like with Desdemona. They slept together. They lied together, if you will. Othello, lie with her, lie on her. We'll say lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. Zounds, that's fulsome. Handkerchief, confessions, handkerchief. To confess and be hanged for this labor. First to be hanged, and then to confess. I tremble at it. Nature would not invest herself in such shadowing passion without some instruction. It is not words that shakes me thus. Pish. Noses, ears, and lips. Is it possible? Confess. Handkerchief. Oh, devil. And then he falls in a trance. I don't even know how you fall in a trance. You just like, I don't know. Is it a violent rage maybe? I don't know. Or maybe he like passed out. Yeah, it sounds like such a Cassio thing to do, right? Oh my God, like he would totally sleep with Desdemona, right? Come on, Othello. You're so, But anyway, so Othello's just planning his death, and he's planning Desdemona's death because he's really upset, and he's like, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe he's just so astonished that he's like, whatever. I don't know, man. Okay, so Cassio comes in, and Iago says, how now, brown cow Cassio? And Cassio says, what's the matter? Iago, my lord has fallen into an epilepsy. This is his second fit. He had one yesterday. Damn! So he fell into an epilepsy. I'm guessing that means he like literally just passed out. Yeah, he probably swooned. That's what I was thinking. He has like a swooning couch probably. Okay. And Cassio says, rub him about the temples. Cassio is so sweet. He's trying his hardest right now to like take care of his bestie. And Iago is out here just sabotaging him in every single way. And Iago says, no, forbear, the lethargy must have his quiet course. If not, he foams at mouth and by breaks out to savage madness. Look, he stirs. Do you withdraw yourself a little while? He will recover straight when he is gone. I would on great occasion speak with you. And Cassio leaves. Okay, so Iago's just like, look, you don't want to be here when he wakes up, because when he wakes up, he's going to be really violent. He's going to be really upset. So like, just leave. Because Iago didn't tell Cassio why he would be violent if Cassio was there. And it's not even just because of Cassio. He's like, look, he just wakes up and he's violent. So get out of here. And Iago says, how is it, General? Have you not hurt your head? So Cassio jetted out of there. He was like, don't try to take care of him. Peace out. And then Iago was like, are you okay, Othello? Are you all right? And Othello says, dost thou mock me? Iago, I mock you? No, by heaven. Would you bear your fortune like a man? Othello, a horned man's a monster and a beast. Iago, there's many a beast then in a populous city, and many a civil monster. Othello, did he confess it? Iago, good sir, be a man. Think every bearded fellow that's but yoked may draw with you. There's millions now alive that nightly lie in those improper beds which they dare swear peculiar. Your case is better. Oh, 'Tis the spite of hell, the fiend's arch mock to lip a wanton in a secure couch, and to suppose her chaste. No, let me know. In knowing what I am, I know what she shall be. Othello. Oh, thou art wise. 'Tis certain. Okay, so Othello is just like, okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta, like, re-figure this out. Okay, so Iago's just like, hey, Othello, are you okay? And Othello's like, bro, get off of me. Stop. What are you doing? Why are you babying me right now? Get away. Stop. And Iago's like, no, I'm just checking in, bro. Are you alright? And Othello's like, okay, whatever. I'm fine. Chill out. Did Cassio tell you anything? And Iago's like, you know, I'm curious because, I mean, it says he may draw with you. Which I'm not sure if draw means like draw a sword or draw as in tie with you. But also he says, you know, to lip a wanton in a secure couch and to suppose her chaste. So maybe she is fine? I'm not 100% on this. But anyway, Othello's just like, oh, you know, maybe, I don't know. Here, let me look this up because honestly, I'm having a hard time with this one. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. So Iago is essentially just saying that Cassio wants to have a word with him. He wants to have a word with him, but at the same time, he wants to, Iago wants to observe this as well. Okay, so Iago says, stand you a while apart, confine yourself but in a patient list. While you were here overwhelmed with your grief, a passion most ensuding such a man, Cassio came hither. I shifted him away and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy, bade him anon return, and here speak with me. The which he promised, but do but encave yourself, and mark the fleers, the gibes, and notable scorns, that dwell in every region of his face. For I will make him tell the tale anew, where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cope your wife. I say, but mark his gesture. Marry, patience, or I shall say you're all in spleen and nothing of a man. Welcome to Chat Bolt. Oh, thanks for the follow. Okay, so Iago basically is saying, how would I say this? Iago's just like, look, Cassio came while you were passed out. I thought we already said this, but okay. Cassio came while you were passed out. He said that he was going to tell you all of the details of what has happened with Desdemona. Okay? He's going to tell you how many times, what has happened. Everything. And Othello says, dost thou hear, Iago? I will be found most cunning in my patience, but dost thou hear? Most bloody. And Iago says, that's not amiss. But yet keep time in all. Will you withdraw? And Othello withdraws. And then Iago says, now will I question Cassio of Bianca. A housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio, as 'tis the strumpet's plague to beguile many and be beguiled by one. He, when he hears of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. Here he comes. And then Cassio comes in. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad, and his unbookish jealousy must conster poor Cassio's smiles, gestures, and light behavior quite in the wrong. How do you now, Lieutenant? Okay, so Iago's just like, look, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to Bianca, and I'm going to see what she has to say. So apparently Bianca is she's a married woman. And she's a woman, I mean, so she sells her body, obviously, to multiple people, and she's, you know, not a consort, but she's a, what is it called again? I forget. She's a courtesan. She's a courtesan for Cassio. Punk, don't do that to me. Okay, so he wants to talk to Bianca later about it, and see, like, if he can get Cassio jealous about Bianca. I'm not sure. Okay, so Cassio says, the worse are that you gave me the addition. Whose want even kills me? Iago, ply Desdemona well, and you are sure in it. And then he quietly says, now if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed? And Cassio says, alas, poor caitiff. And Othello says, look how he laughs already. Iago, I never knew a woman love man so. Cassio, alas, poor rogue, I think a faith she loves me. Othello, now he denies it faintly and laughs it out. Iago, do you hear, Cassio? Othello, now he inopportunes him to tell it over. Go to. Well said, well said. Iago, she gives it out that you shall marry her. Do you intend it? Cassio. Othello, do you triumph, Roman? Do you triumph? Okay. So Iago is asking Cassio about his relationship with Bianca. He's like, do you love Bianca? And Cassio's just like, well, I know she loves me. I know, right? If only they knew how to throw handkerchiefs, then they'd win the war in Cyprus. Okay, so then Cassio's like, are you gonna marry Bianca? And Cassio's like, and Othello's just like, really? So Othello's just kind of like, he's peeking around a corner, basically. He's just like, I'm listening in. And Cassio says, I marry her? What? A customer? I prithee, bear some charity to my wit. Do not think it so unwholesome. And Othello says, so. They laugh that win. Iago, faith, the cry goes to you, shall marry her. Cassio, prithee, say true. Iago, I'm a very villain else. Othello, have you scored me? Well. Cassio, this is the monkey's own giving out. She is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise. So Iago is just kind of talking to him, and he's like, are you sure you're not going to get married? And Cassio's just like, nope, I'm not going to marry her. She has this idea in her head, but trust me, it's not going to happen. And Othello says, Iago beckons me. Now he begins the story. So Iago's about to start asking him questions about Desdemona. Or so Othello thinks. Cassio says, she was here even now. She haunts me in every place. I was the other day talking on the sea bank with certain Venetians, and thither comes the bauble, and by this hand she falls thus about my neck. Othello, crying, oh dear Cassio, as it were, his gesture imports it. Cassio, so hangs and lolls and weeps upon me, so shakes and pulls me. Othello, now he tells how she plucked him to my chamber. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not that dog I shall throw it to. Man, Othello, geez, he's just like, essentially Othello's just like, I know what Cassio's gonna say, and he's gonna say all of these silly, dumb things that happened with Bianca, and they are, these things that make him seem like such a cool guy. And Cassio says, well, I must leave her company. Iago, before me, look where she comes. Cassio, 'tis such another fit you. Marry, a perfumed one. And then Bianca says, what do you mean by this haunting of me? So he's just like, hey, why are you following me around so much? I don't get it. Bianca, hey, go away, man. Like, it's chill out. And Bianca says, let the devil in his dam haunt you. What did you mean by the same handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine tool to take it. I must take out the whole work? A likely piece of work that you should find it in your chamber and not know who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work? There, give it your hobby horse. Wheresoever you had it,
I'll take out no work on it. So Bianca's like, are you kidding me right now? You know this is a handkerchief of another woman, right? And you gave that to me. And now you're talking about how I'm such a cool conquest, but you can't even buy me anything for myself. You're the one who's hanging all over me, by the way. So I don't understand why you're saying all of this stuff. Take this back. I don't want you anymore. And Cassio says, how now, Bronco, my sweet Bianca? How now? How now? Othello, by heaven, that should be my handkerchief. Bianca says, if you'll come to supper tonight, you may. If you will not, come when you are next prepared for. And then she leaves. I like Bianca. Bianca's a badass. Bianca's like, I don't take shit from anyone. And you know what? If you're going to give me shit, Cassio, I'm out. Okay? I can pick my clients anywhere I want. And I'm like, yes, Bianca, queen, go. Okay. And then Iago says, after her, after her. Cassio, faith, I must she'll rail in the street, else. So Iago's just like, go after her, bro. And Cassio's like, oh, I have to go after her, otherwise she's going to go in the streets and she's going to pick up a new client. And Iago says, will you sup there? Cassio, faith, I intend so. Iago, well, I may chance to see you, for I would very fain speak with you. Cassio, prithee come, will you? Iago, go to, say no more. So Cassio's just like, oh, thanks. I'll talk to you later. And Iago's just like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay, go, go, go. And then Cassio leaves. And then Othello comes from around the curtain. And he's like, hey, Iago. And Iago's like, hey, Othello. And Othello says, how shall I murder him? Iago, wow, he's so straightforward. I love how he doesn't waste time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you remember this scene from Hamlet. But in Hamlet, right, Hamlet's about to kill his stepdad / uncle, but he's praying, and so Hamlet's just like, I can't kill him because he's praying. Oops. But Othello would have never waited for that. I feel like Othello would have been like, nope, gotta kill him now. He's praying. Perfect time. Can't even see me because his eyes are closed. Anyway, okay. But yeah, I like how straightforward Othello is because he does not put up with anything. Okay. And then Iago says, did you perceive how he laughed at his vice? Right? Strike the Cassio on the tot. I love it. And Othello says, oh, Iago. Iago. And did you see the handkerchief? Othello, was that mine? Iago, yours by his hand. And to see how he prizes the foolish woman your wife, she gave it him, and he hath given it his worst. Given it his whore. Thanks, Iago. Othello, I would have him 9 years a killing, a fine woman, a fair woman, a sweet woman. Iago, nay, you must forget that. Othello, I let her rot and perish and be damned tonight, for she shall not live. No, my heart is turned to stone, I strike it and it hurts my hand. Oh, the world hath not a sweeter creature. She might lie by an emperor's side and command him tasks. Iago, nay, that's not your way. I like how Iago is still trying to save Desdemona. He's like, oh, it's okay, it's not Desdemona's fault. Don't worry about her, man. Just get Cassio out of the way, man. It's cool. And Iago, Iago's just like, I just need you to kill one person, not every person, right? And so, but Othello's like, too late. Nope, we're getting rid of both. Desdemona and Cassio, because they both done wronged me. And Othello says, hang her! I do but say what she is, so delicate with her needle, an admirable musician. Oh, she will sing the savageness of a bear, of so high and plenteous wit and invention. Iago, she's the worse for all this. Othello, oh, 1,000,000 times, and then of so gentle a condition. Yeah, I know, right? Iago, no, I don't think Iago is interested in Desdemona. I think Iago is just interested in Cassio's position. You know what I mean? Iago just wants to have more responsibility. He wants to be closer to Othello in his position. And so now he's just like, ooh, I did this wrong. So, okay. But then Iago says she's the worst for all this. Othello, oh, 1,000,000 times. And then, of so gentle a condition. Iago, aye, too gentle. Othello, nay, that's certain. But yet the pity of it, Iago? Oh, Iago, the pity of it, Iago. Iago, if you are so fond over her iniquity, give her patent to offend. For if it touch not you, it comes near nobody. Othello, I will chop her into messes. Cuckold me. Iago, oh, 'tis foul in her. Othello, with mine officer. Iago, that's fouler. Okay, so Othello's like, ain't no way I'm keeping a wife that's sleeping with another guy and not sleeping with me. I'm gonna chop her to pieces. I'm gonna make sure she suffers. And Othello says, give me some poison, Iago, this night. I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago. What's up, Iag? What's up, Go? I think Iag is so bad. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just tired of this character, man. Okay, Iago. Do it not with poison. Strangle her in bed. Even the bed she hath contaminated. Othello. Good, good. The justice of it pleases. Very good. Iago. And for Cassio. Let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight. Othello. Excellent. Good. And then there's a trumpet. What trumpet is that same? And Iago says, something for Venice, sure. So, okay, Othello is going to be the one who kills Desdemona, and Iago is going to be the one that kills Cassio, okay? So, Lodovico, Desdemona, and attendants enter. Which, okay, this is something that I don't understand, right? Iago, Cassio is not going to get his job back. So, why is Iago working so hard now to, like, get these people killed? That's what I don't understand. Because now he can get his job. He can get the job now. He doesn't need to be trying so hard. And I understand that he was like really trying to make sure and secure the fact that Cassio wouldn't get his position back. And that, you know, Othello wouldn't be like, oh, okay, I was maybe being a little bit dramatic. But at the same time, like, Iago, you have it in the bag. So, I don't know. So, Lodovico, Desdemona, and the attendants come in. Okay, Lodovico, I don't know who you are, man. Who are you? He is a noble Venetian and Desdemona's cousin. Wow. It's like my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Thanks for being my bookmark. Brief appearance. And Iago says, 'Tis Lodovico. Come from the Duke and see your wife is with him. Lodovico, God save the worthy general. Othello, with all my heart, sir. Lodovico, the Duke and Senators of Venice greet you. And then he gives Othello a letter. And Othello says, I kiss the instrument of their pleasures. And then he opens the letter and he reads it. He's just like, ksh, ksh. Yeah, whatever, okay. And Desdemona says, and what's the news, good cousin Lodovico? Iago, I'm very glad to see you, signor. Welcome to Cyprus. Lodovico, I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio? Iago, lives, sir. Ah, Iago! And Desdemona says, cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach, but you shall make it. You shall make all well. Othello, are you sure of that? Desdemona, my lord? Othello, and then he reads, this fail you not to do, as you will. Lodovico, he did not call, he's busy in the paper. Is there division twixt my lord and Cassio? Desdemona, a most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear to Cassio. And Othello says, fire and brimstone. Wow, really good wording, Desdemona. So Desdemona's just like, oh man, I really hope Cassio and, you know, Othello can really hash this out because, you know, they like each other. You know, I have a lot of love for Cassio because, you know, he's my bro too. Yeah, fire and brimstone. 1,000,000 times better than just swearing in public. And then Desdemona says, my lord. And Othello says, are you wise? Desdemona, what? Is he angry? Lodovico, maybe the letter moved him. For as I think, they do commend him home, disputing Cassio and his government. Desdemona, By my troth, I'm glad on it. Othello, indeed. Desdemona, my lord. Othello, I am glad to see you mad. Desdemona, why, sweet Othello? So Othello's just like mocking her and doing all of these like super degrading things towards Desdemona. But again, he's in a jealous rage, so you know, it is what it is. And Desdemona's just like, I don't understand why you're treating me like this. What the heck? What's going on, bro? Like, can we not do this? Okay. And then Othello says, devil! Desdemona, I have not deserved this. I agree. Lodovico, my lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends. She weeps. So Lodovico is just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Othello, you're being mighty aggressive right now. Chill out. You need to say I'm sorry to your wife, because right now you're being very aggressive towards her, and she does not deserve that. And Othello says, oh, devil, devil, if that earth could teem with women's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight. And Desdemona says, I will not stay to offend you. Lodovico says, truly, an obedient lady, I do beseech your lordship, call her back. Othello, mistress! Desdemona, my lord. Othello, what would you with her, sir? Lodovico, who? I, my lord? Othello, I. You did wish that I would make her turn. Sir, she can turn, and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep, sir. Weep. And she's obedient, as you say. Obedient. Very obedient. Proceed you in tears concerning this, sir. O well-painted passion. I'm commanded home. Get you away, I'll send for you anon. Sir, I obey the mandate and will return to Venice. Hence, avaunt! And then Desdemona exits. Cassio. So he continues. Cassio shall have my place. And sir, tonight, I do entreat that we may sup together. You are welcome, sir, to Cyprus. Goats and monkeys. And then he exits. Damn. He's really losing it. Like, he's really losing it. Othello really needs to, like, talk to his wife. You know what I mean? Because, if he talked to his wife, maybe, just maybe, this would get cleared up. I'm gonna just say. So, okay. So we're down to Ludovico and Iago. Oh, thank God we don't have an Iago monologue at the end of this. I'm so happy. Okay. So Lodovico says, is this the noble Moor whom our full senate call all in all sufficient? Is this the nature whom passion could not shake? Whose solid virtue the shot of accident nor dart of chance could neither graze nor pierce? And Iago says, he's much changed. Lodovico, are his wits safe? Is he not light of brain? Iago, he's that he is. I may not breathe my censure. What he might be, if what he might, he is not. I would to heaven he were. Lodovico, what? Strike his wife. Iago, faith, that is not so well, yet what I knew, that strike would prove the worst. Lodovico, is it his use? Or did the letters work upon his blood and new create this fault? Iago, alas, alas. It is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe him in his own courses, will denote him so that I may save my speech. Do but go after. And mark how he continues. Lodovico, I am sorry that I am deceived in him. And then that's the end of the scene. Okay, so essentially what Lodovico and Iago were just talking about is that Lodovico was like, whoa, 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 is this how Othello has been acting this whole time? Like, is this how he acts all the time? We appointed him as the Moor, and this is how he acts? And Iago's like, whoa, 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 it's okay, we're chilling, it's cool, bro. Like, but yeah. Yeah. This is new. And Lodovico's like, well, tell me what he's like, because I want to know what he's like. And Iago's like, no, it would be so unfair of me to do that. So what I'm going to say is you should just observe how he acts and like what he says and, you know, the things that happen over the next couple of days or like hours. And you can cast judgment on it. He is doomed, my guys. My guy, he is so doomed. But thank you for watching the stream. If you enjoyed it, feel free to follow. If not, don't worry about it. I will read Scene 2 and Scene 3 of Act 4 tomorrow. Yeah, they really are. It makes me upset. I'm kind of tired of Iago, and I'm upset that I have to deal with Iago for another day. But it's the last week I have to deal with Iago, so it's okay. It's totally fine. Okay. I will talk to you again tomorrow. So I hope you have a good day, or a good afternoon, or a good evening, and this is goodbye. Bye.